I'm Liz Gumbiner, and I write for Mom 101, and I'm the publisher and editor-in-chief of CoolMomPics.com. I write about parenting on my personal blog, Cool Mom Pics, and I write a review blog about gifts and gear and what's cool for parents on CoolMomPics.com. I think a responsible blogger treats people the way they'd like to be treated themselves. It's the golden rule. It's about having respect for others. It's about linking and giving credit where credit is due. It's about being honest with yourself and having respect for your readership, who really define what a blog is to begin with. And in fact, recently, I'm part of a team that's launched an initiative this week called Blog with Integrity that can be found at blogwithintegrity.com, where you can sign a voluntary pledge and put a badge up on your blog that simply offers some common sense guidelines for how we can blog again with integrity and make sure we're being accountable to our readers and to one another. All the talk about FTC regulation has called into a lot of interesting questions about regulation and integrity and whether we need to be regulated by the government. I would say it's fair for the FTC to expect that consumers should have a healthy skepticism when they look at, for example, products or reviews online, and they should have an understanding of whether a blogger has been compensated to talk about a product or not. But that said, I think that most bloggers are pretty smart and most readers are pretty smart and are probably pretty much already adhering to these guidelines. And I would like to think it's been unfair that mom bloggers have sort of borne the brunt of the publicity about this, when the truth is there are all sorts of ethical lapses with offline journalists as well. When I think of responsibility, the first thing that comes to mind is ethics, behaving in the most moral way that you possibly can.